Despite Sam Thompson's happy-go-lucky attitude to life, the star admits life isn't always so cheery. The reality star, who split from girlfriend Zara McDermott last month and admitted to having a tough time over Christmas, was refreshingly honest during a new chat with Mirror. "I'm really lucky to be in an industry that I absolutely adore. It taps into a part of me that allows me to access joy and happiness and energy. But, you know, that does not mean for one second that I don't have days like everybody does where I'm down and I'm having a tough time," says Sam, 32. "Of course, we all do, and I'm no different at all. Sometimes I am a victim of people saying, oh, he never turns off. Of course I turn off, but I'm just very lucky to do what I do. I talk to people about struggling a lot actually. I go to therapy. I've been going to therapy for years. I do loads of stuff. For someone like me, it's really better to talk about how I feel, and I'll never stop that." As we applaud Sam on his open attitude to talking about mental health, the TV star jests that he's always been one to let it out. "One thing about me, I'm a moaner, always in my entire life, always moaned. That's actually quite healthy for me because you get things out and you don't internalize things." One thing Sam is clearly grateful for is his support system, with the star living next door to his sister, Louise Thompson, her partner Ryan Libby, and their son, Leo. Clearly treasuring his relationship with Louise, Sam explains, "It's amazing having Louise there, and she's an amazing mum. One of my biggest comforts, if I'm ever going through a hard time, is my neighbors next door. I live my life at a very fast pace and there's a lot going on, so when I go to their place it's just such a family unit and it's a beautiful place to be." Louise is running after Leo, my nephew, and Ryan's running after Louise. "It's all manic madness, but it's so warm and cozy and lovely. I'm very lucky to have my sister as my neighbor, and long may that continue," continues Sam. While you may think the siblings couldn't get any closer, Sam isn't stopping at neighbors, as he quips, "I hope at one point I'm gonna knock a hole in the wall and create a connecting door. At the moment, I'm having to sort of break in, and no one wants to be doing that. The thing is, when you break in, you don't know what they're going to be doing. I'm having to loudly announce my arrival, just in case." Sam not only finds comfort in his family unit, but he also has a string of famous friendships, including with his fellow I'm a Celeb campmate Marvin Humes. At the time of our interview, Sam has just returned from a trip to Jamaica alongside JLS star Marvin, as he gushes, "I was just away with Marvin and he's just the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life. He is such a lovely human being. Has the perfect mixture of mature but also someone you can have a laugh or a beer with at the end of the day. Has just like the ultimate good guy. If I could be more like Marvin, I would be." Sam has even been included in Marvin's family unit with wife Rochelle Humes and their 3 children, and is hoping to be enlisted as the brood's babysitter. "I really have been welcomed into the family. But, I've got a bone to pick with Marvin and Rochelle, because the kids have asked me to babysit but Marvin and Rochelle haven't let me yet. They were like, our kids are going to walk all over you, but I think they'll have fun doing it." Alongside Marvin, Sam is often seen working alongside his best friend Pete Wicks, who is his co-host on podcast Staying Relevant. Last year, the duo took the podcast around the country with a string of live shows, something which Sam admits he still hasn't wrapped his head around. "I adore the podcast, it's the best. It's hilarious because it was just 2 mates with a microphone at the start and now we're absolutely flying. We're getting near 1 million listeners a month now, which is pretty wild because we don't have a talent. I have no idea how it's happened, but we love it and don't take it seriously. While Sam says he and Pete don't take things seriously, we have seen some softer moments between the pals, who are clearly there for one another no matter what. It's lovely when Pete and I have those moments. It's really nice for people to see Pete in that way as well. He's my best mate and my brother, beams Sam. There have been more times recently where we've opened up even more and said like, "You're doing amazing," which is really nice. It says something about how fortunate I am to have that relationship where you can talk about anything. You can mug each other off a lot of the time, but when it gets serious you know they'll pick up the phone every time you call. Continuing to describe Pete as his comfort blanket, Sam says comfort is something that is key for him. He is currently working with Heinz on their new comfort campaign, which proves the brand's soup is as comforting as a hug. "I feel like this campaign was handpicked for me, because it's all about comfort and the brain's response to comfort. So, when they said that soup is Britain's favorite comfort food and is as comforting as a warm hug, I was like, I'm in. I adore a hug. I've actually broken a record for the most hugs in 60 seconds, laughs a proud Sam. Food is a comfort for 65% of people and I'm the same. Food is my go-to for that comfortable feeling, especially warm food. I love being warm from the inside out and Heinz soup does that," Sam continues. Sam Thompson recently partnered with Heinz on its comfort campaign, proving that Heinz soup is scientifically as comforting as a hug from a loved one.